Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining me on this edition of Bridgeport Worldwide's Maker Monday program, where we highlight our customers, door manufacturers, who are making pivot doors with the revolutionary FritsJurgens Pivot hardware. Today, I'm here with Ivan Moses. Hey, Ivan.
Hi, how you doing, John?
All right. Ivan is the lead sales and designer at the Swing Door Company located just outside of Austin, Texas. They are producing beautiful custom wood pivot doors, interior and exterior, with the FritsJurgens Pivot hardware inside. They're also shipping their doors nationally. Today, we're going to learn a little bit more about the Swing Door Company and their pivot door operation. It's really nice to have you here, Ivan.
Thanks. Glad to be here.
Can you give us a little background on the Swing Door Company?
Yeah, so Swing Door started about 6 years ago. We started out producing what we like to think of as functional furniture, high quality exterior and interior doors. I come from the door industry and always had a love for pivot doors. I was always running up against the limitations of the hardware that I had available to me. And the FritsJurgens has really expanded our offerings, allowing us to do things that we were never able to accomplish before. We're able to marry form and function to where not only does it look good, it operates well, weather seals well. It's been a big boon to what we want to do and the direction we want to take our company.
Mm-hmm. And so you were producing pivot doors from the get-go before FritsJurgens Pivot hardware was even available or on the market.
Correct.
Is that right?
Correct. It was an uphill battle almost every single time, but I had such strong feelings about it that I was able to ram the projects through on occasion when I got people who were open-minded enough. We were using a self-closing floor-mounted pivot system. They're commercial applications, and they mount inside a box which is cut out of the concrete underneath the threshold, and that's a very tall order for a lot of builders. They get very freaked out about the entire idea. The installation is relatively complicated, and it's generally a pain. The FritsJurgens stuff has made it really, really easy. And it's a complete system because it's the top pivot, the bottom pivot, they work in conjunction. All the other pivot systems are basically a combination of a top pivot and somebody else's bottom pivot. There's no coordination between the two, so you're always mixing and matching. So when the FritsJurgens came along, it's like it ticked every box that I had for really moving forward with this, and we get to focus in on the design of the door and not have to worry about the functionality of the door, because the functionality is built in, and it's something I don't have to worry about whatsoever. The installation is a breeze. And as we educate more designers and architects and builders about this, and they start seeing that these doors can be weather sealed properly and the installation is not complicated, we're seeing an increase in business. And it's my duty and job to educate people on this. I feel like installing a pivot door with this hardware is in many ways easier than installing a standard door on hinges. It requires basic craftsmanship for the installation. You have to be able to set a jamb, plumb, and level. After that, everything else takes care of itself. The adjustability that FritsJurgens makes it really, really difficult to mess it up. You follow 3 simple steps and everything else falls into place.
I would imagine the architects, when they specify these pivot doors, if they don't know about the FritsJurgens hardware, are they specifying other hardware and you're kind of educating them, or how does that work?
Yes, most of the time the pivots are not specified. A lot of times if they are specified, they're a floor closer, and it takes a simple phone call and an email with some FritsJurgens literature to sell them on this idea. The hardware is far superior to anything else that they know about. And once I tell them all the features, 90-degree hold open, self-closing, and now with the M+, the dampening, it's a real easy sell. And my job is, And my job is to educate them on what these systems are capable of doing.
Nice. And you and the Swing Door Company were early adopters of the FritsJurgens System M Pivot Hinge when it came out in late 2017, early 2018. And so I know you've been with the FritsJurgens going back, over 3 years,
Yeah.
and now, and I've seen that you've been producing more and more pivot doors lately, and now you're part of Bridgeport Worldwide's Pivot Door Partner Program. I think one of the exciting things this year is the launch of the new M Plus, which you referenced just now in September. So the M Plus is the updated version of the M that now has the 30-degree speed control as well as latching speed, which is something that a lot of folks were looking for. And now we've designated the M Plus as ideal for doors with gasketing or latching or locking or essentially exterior doors, which you do a lot of.
Right. I primarily do exterior pivot doors. We do interiors. It's not as in demand as exterior pivot doors. The M system always worked quite well. The M Plus is going to be revolutionary as far as what we're capable of.
Let's talk about your doors, the Swing Company's doors. You guys are producing beautiful custom wood doors, and can you tell me a little bit about some of the aspects of them? So like what size range are we working with? How big can we get the Swing Door Pivot doors?
Generally, we work up to 6 feet by 12 feet. We have built larger, and with the addition of the M Plus system, we'll be able to do so. It really boils down to how much weight the pivot system can handle, and how badly I want to abuse my installers. We build a torsion box core system for certain designs. So the core of the door is lightweight, dimensionally stable, very, very flat, and it allows us to insulate the door to a level that is equal or greater to standard construction techniques. So we can build a very large door that doesn't weigh 5,000 pounds.
Wow, because of the special core that you guys have developed.
Correct. And we're working with all different kinds of materials. So we've got a full range of exterior quality woods. We do a tremendous amount of white oak, African mahogany, walnut, cherry. But we also incorporate hot rolled steel, cold rolled steel, stainless steel, brass, copper, glass,
Wow.
any other quality solid surface material. And it keeps evolving. So people come up with ideas, or we come up with ideas and incorporate new materials.
Wow. So you can handle super custom with all these different materials. And I've also seen some pretty straightforward, like relatively simple looking, clean and modern doors that you're producing.
Yeah, the aesthetic that is dominating the market right now is generally pretty minimalist. We do get to get more involved, but we're always trying to. I work off a rule of three. You basically have three design elements that you can work with, and after that, things become too busy. You have a wood element, a glass element, and then another element involved in there, be it steel or copper or something like that. After that, it can become overdone, overworked. But we do a lot of really high quality flush doors where there's almost no detailing whatsoever. Absolutely the smallest amount of hardware that can be put on a door. And then we do very, very modern, very, very contemporary design, integrated flush pulls, all kinds of wonderful, fun stuff. It's great. We get to play around every day and really get to exercise kind of our vision. We've always thought, and especially myself, I've always thought of doors as functional furniture. And we try and take that concept and build our doors like fine furniture. They are, because that's what they are.
Um, and we touched on this earlier. Is Bridgeport Worldwide, we started the new Pivot Door Partner Referral Program. And one of the reasons why we started this is because we've been starting to receive uh, leads, inquiries of contractors, homeowners, and architects looking for pivot doors. And actually, FritsJurgens started that on their website. They now have a button where people are finding it. Get a quote for a complete pivot door. And so that's been happening, and they're coming to us. And I wanted to bring you in on this partner referral program, and it's been working. So I'm getting requests for people looking for custom exterior and interior wood pivot doors. I'm handing them off to you. And how's the program? How do you think the program is working so far?
Thus far, it's been great. Every referral that I've gotten from you has been somebody who's done a little bit of homework, knows what it is that they're looking for, has a general understanding of the budgets involved. It's been really great. I really enjoy it. One of those pops across my desk, and I stop whatever it is that I'm doing, and it's been great so far. We're going to be selling all across the United States. We've got a great shipping program, really great crating. And our job is to put people at ease with, the installation aspects of it. FritsJurgens makes it really easy. All the literature is very clear. And, in just a few pages, people can completely understand and feel comfortable about it. So I look forward to this greatly.
Yeah, and it's really fantastic working with you on these referrals because you are so responsive, and it's exciting because I'm seeing you actually close the deals, and people are coming away buying pivot doors from you that we've sent over. It's really exciting to see that. I know the most recent one, they specifically wanted a sapele wood. Is that right?
Correct. And that one's going to North Carolina, and we've incorporated a lot of neat features in there. We're doing an extra wide jamb to accommodate for stucco. We're probably going to do a copper clad threshold. There's a cutout in the jamb head for some recessed lighting. The client wanted the door 3.5 inches thick, which is not a problem. We're incorporating the FritsJurgens flush magnet system in there, putting on some really nice hardware. It's going to be clean, minimal, and stately when we're done.
Wow, that's fantastic. Yeah, I can't wait to see some pictures of that door. We'll get it out there on our social media. So yeah, you had mentioned that you're the swing door company. You're investing in your pivot door operation, and now you're setting up, or you already are shipping nationally, or you're refining that process. So yeah, and then you also work regionally. Is it that you'll install regionally but ship nationally?
Right. We'll install almost anywhere in Texas, which is quite a large area. We'll also, for select projects, we'll go to Texas and Louisiana. We do lots of work we do as much work in Dallas as we do in Austin.
You mentioned you have a crate that you developed, right, to keep to protect the assets during shipping?
Yeah, the most dangerous part of the entire process is shipping. So we build a crate like it's going to hold, it's going to hold something very valuable because it is. We overbuild and overinvest in the crates because it's cheaper in the long run, and we want to make sure the product arrives in one beautiful piece.
That's awesome. Well, look, this has really been great, and it's been fantastic learning more about you guys and the pivot doors that you're producing. We love that you're happy with the FritsJurgens Pivot Hinge, and it's working for you and making life easier for you guys and your customers and your installers. Yeah, we're looking forward to continuing to work with you and grow in the future.
You as well.
Yeah, so, well, thanks again, Ivan. It's great to have you part of the partner program, and really appreciate it. We'll catch you again soon. Thank you.
Thank you, John.